morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope all is doing fantastic and sensible this morning. It is the 26th of January, guys. Again, steam rolling through the month. Remember, guys, when we discuss the information in all of these videos, please note its opinion and should not be construed as advice in any way. Well, let's get started with today's session, guys. Quite a bit to get through here. We're seeing at the opening of today's trading week, it's very volatile, driven by extreme weather in the US, rising geopolitical tensions, and a strong demand for safe haven assets. Investors are also very cautious, guys, ahead of the key Federal Reserve meeting and the major corporate earnings, that is scheduled to be coming out the next couple of days. We're seeing a rise in natural gas. It actually jumped over 17%, rising above the $6 mark, the highest level since 2022. In actual fact, let's get to the end gas and let's see what is happening over there. A warm welcome once again to the guys here this morning. All right, there's the end gas, guys. Really pushed up. Let's see what is happening on an intraday level over here. So you can see we are pretty bullish, guys. Look at this. We've already gone past a fantastic baseline. And what's important about this baseline is that there could be some corrections possibly to the downside. It's already started. We might just push down to this level here, but not being bearish at all. You can see we've already started to. So it's going to be a very interesting one to see what happens throughout the day on the much shorter time frames over here. Look at that. We've already pushed down below. So what's going to be key here is to watch it on the 1 hour frame and then take it from there. All right. All right. So investors are avoiding risky assets due to global uncertainty, guys. There's a lot of heavy liquidations in leveraged crypto trades. And the impact really is that there's a lot of risk appetite that remains weak, and that's going to be important, all right? There we go, Tabatso. Thank you very much. Thanks for that. It could have just been a quick glitch there, all right? But thanks so much for being so spot on. All right, so back at it again. We are, looking at what is happening with Bitcoin. We said it slipped to about 87,000 US dollars. That's going to be key for us to check out. Guys, what's also important for us to note is, when we're looking at the assets this morning, there's a lot of shorter time frames that is presenting a lot of opportunity for us. All right. From that specific angle, people must understand that the risk sentiment is very fragile. Energy and precious metals are very strong. Crypto and equities are under pressure, and the Fed guidance this week is going to be key. So a lot of the lower time frames at this point in time is going to present a couple of moves for us, and that's what we want to see. Actually, all right, we want to see those moves. All right, it's about to just let me know if all is well there. All right, it should be all good. On your side as well. All right. Look at gold here, guys. We have surged to 5,000 US dollars per ounce on gold, and we might be getting a bit of a pullback. But at this point in time, guys, it is still extremely bullish. Some of the reasons is trade tensions, Middle East risks, US government shutdown concerns, and a weaker dollar. Gold is up about 17% this year already, confirming strong defensive positioning by investors. So we have to watch this very carefully. All right, we have to watch this very carefully. All good. There we go. Thank you. Guys, also watch the dollar. The US stock futures edged a little bit lower here, guys. And obviously, investors are cautious ahead of that Federal Reserve decision on the rates. Heavy earnings week. We have Apple, Microsoft, Meta, and Tesla, as well as IBM. And the impact is markets may remain choppy until clear signals on the interest rates emerge. So you can check that out on the hour frame. Look at that. Very, very, very choppy. Choppy simply means, moving in a consolidated pattern at this point. So we want to see how that does pan out. Also, don't forget Trump. It seems there's a bit of threats coming Canada's way. 100% tariff threats on Canada. There's a few reasons why. Some of them include their trade ties with China. Canada recently agreed to ease trade barriers with China, including the EV imports, all right, electric vehicles. This obviously heightened trade uncertainty. It boosts a lot of the safe haven demand, and it adds a lot of pressure on global risk assets. So it's really a mixed one here this morning. Even the NZD CAD, NZD USD, we had actually pushed up to our level of 0.59675. We've now officially gone to the area that we had anticipated. A beautiful push to the upside, but at this point, we could get a corrective move down first, and then we push up again. We do know that there is some interest rate hikes here for the Kiwi as well that's to come. How quick that will be, we're not 100% sure yet. There were talks of July, but it could be bumped up. We're going to have to wait and see. Look at the yen here, guys. Even this morning here, all right? Yen strengthened to about 154 yen per dollar. Markets are pricing in the risk of the joint US-Japan intervention to support the currency. So the impact is based on that. The yen gains, puts pressure on the dollar, and the currency markets remain highly sensitive to the political conditions that we currently see. So this morning is really just an overview. There's a lot of sensitivity everywhere. There are certain markets that are up. You'll see a lot of the metals are up. You're looking at your palladium, you're looking at your copper, you're looking at your platinum. They are up, guys. All right. So there's a lot of them that is pushing to the upside, and then we're getting the political sentiment that is leaving a bit of, the term uncertainty is relative. All right, because there are figures like President Trump that wants lower interest rates. He wants to accumulate or at least attain certain land, etc. So uncertainty is subjective. It's relative to the context in which we are discussing. All right. But from a broader angle or from a broader perspective, we are seeing that the guys are not saying, listen, price is moving in this specific direction or in that specific direction. It's a bit of a mixture here this morning. So let's give it, really, today and possibly till midweek, all right, Wednesday, when that FOMC meeting happens. We're going to get a bit more insight there as well, all right? And then obviously we have our trading rooms this week as well, guys. Don't forget them. Tomorrow we're having one at 2 o'clock, so make sure to tune in. And if you'd like to open up that account with us, so don't forget www.tdmarkets.com. You can also email us at care@tdmarkets.com. Tabatso, look, the yen is not going to affect all the pairs because each currency has, its own political and economic conditions. So, example, the yen is now strong against the dollar based on the dollar ties, all right, at this point in time. But if we go to, let's see what's happening on one of the other yen pairs here quickly. I can quickly go to one here. Let me just find it, right? Look, the currencies are very sensitive at this point in time, all right? So if you look at it like this, you're going to find that the yen is strengthened, yes, but it doesn't mean it's strengthened all around. So that is against the euro. Let's go and see what's done against the AUD. There's any ties there. It's not as heavy as what you see with the euro and with the US dollar. Let's go and look at the CAD JPY. It's very interesting to see the correlation that's happening. All right, so that one has quite a bit of effect as well. So when we say yen pairs, we are saying there is correlation, all right? Correlation in the strength of the yen. Are we together there? Let's look at the GBP yen as well. So I'm just, guys, for all the guys that are watching here, I'm just cutting across all of the yen crosses quickly, all right? We started at the USD JPY, which was extremely bearish for now. The Euro JPY, this is the Euro JPY, also bearish. AUD JPY, same time frame, but the effect is not the same. Look at that, AUD JPY versus USD JPY. There's a massive difference there. Look at that. There's the so yes, there will be a bit of filtering and overlapping, but there's not going to be, or the effect won't be the same as that with the USD, because that is direct business that is currently happening over there. Look at the NZD JPY, but this does not mean that there's no opportunities here, because many times you're going to find that once the USD JPY has moved, The others also move, but it may move at a different time. So you might find the AUD JPY only moves in the next 2 days, opposed to the USD JPY that moves today and tomorrow. Or the Euro JPY might move tomorrow, or let's go, maybe the CAD JPY moves in the next 3 days. There could be a correction here. So, they all will not move at the same time, but there is correlation at this point. All right, but fantastic question. Thank you very much for that. All right, and then join us, obviously, guys, in our trading room tomorrow. We'll have a look at these yen pairs again. Great start to the week, though, and we're going to see how that goes. Remember, www.tdmarkets.com. You can also email us at care@tdmarkets.com. One more time, look at that Euro JPY, look at the AUD JPY, look at the CAD JPY, NZD JPY, and the GBP yen. So there are definitely filters, or there is correlation at this point in time. But like I said, it may take a day or two for some of them to start moving when you compare it to the USD JPY. All right. Have a wonderful one, guys. Ash here, live opening bell. Good to be with you. New trading week. Let's push on, and we'll be back tomorrow again with an update. Have a good one. Ciao, ciao.